Disappointed with the game being off on Saturday there at Dunfermline?
Yeah, it was a bit strange. You get to the game and you see all the fans and they've turned up in numbers, and then you get in and obviously the pitch was still covered in snow. I think if we would have played, it wouldn't have resembled much of football, to be honest. But we were eager to go, we were prepared to go, and so were the fans. So it's probably a little bit more disappointing for them, because they invest their time, invest their money to come see us play, travel away. We had great away support this year. It was unbelievable, and you're just there and you can't go. So, but I'm sure they will turn up when we go back there.
Okay. Tomorrow night, very, very important game against Ross County. Must win.
Yeah. This stage of the season, every game is kind of a must-win game. First of all, because obviously the cushion they have on points. Second of all, because they are the leaders and we're just behind them. Then the teams behind us who chase us, and also kind of go on a little run. It's nine games to go. If you can get a positive run, a positive result, a good performance, it builds momentum, and momentum, confidence makes a massive difference in sports. So you're almost a different team or a different player if you have more confidence and stuff. So it's going to be a good one tomorrow.
Again, over the next two games, you have the opportunity to cut the gap because Ross County aren't playing at the weekend.
Yeah.
That must be something that you really have to focus on.
Yeah, I think it's more like a mental kind of advantage. If you can narrow down the points, and even though they don't play, it's kind of a mental advantage, because you're on the high, you just beat them, and they can see the points shrink, and we can say, oh, we've caught up. So it's a massive momentum build if we can pick up 3 points. So therefore, that's all kind of goes into the same thing of being positive, having a good result, having the fans behind us, still believing in it, obviously. So it'll be good.
And again, big payback due to the fans you mentioned, obviously, over the last performance at Tanner Rice against Ross County, where obviously it wasn't good.
Last time against Ross County, we went up there and won.
Yeah.
So I remember it well because we scored early and kind of absorbed the pressure, and it was a test of character to hang on, because they do score a lot of goals, and we did really well that day. And that's probably the first time where I noticed all the away fans as well. We had great support all year, and they kind of helping me blowing the ball away from behind me as well. So just got to look forward to it. It's football. It's 11 guys. It's one ball. It's the same pitch. It's lots of positivity and lots of energy tomorrow. And I think the result will look after itself.
From yourself as a goalkeeping point of view, Ross County are going to be a different Ross County than was faced the last time, because you're going from having a very little striker in Billy Mackay to having Brian Graham as a big target man. Is that something that you have to approach differently?
Yeah, we're going to look at it as a video, the way they play, so we can pick up on it, but it doesn't mean that if they're small or tall, they can all score, and it doesn't matter if we're small or tall, we can all defend. So obviously we have to match their strength, try to limit their strength, but really make sure we play our own game and play up to our abilities as well. I think there are lots of teams that fear us the way we play. And rightly so, and we need to put it together tomorrow.
It's a long season. How important is it to keep the spirit and the momentum going? Because regardless of the result tomorrow, there's a more than a good chance you're going to be involved in the playoffs at the end of the season, and that's important games.
Yeah, there's still 9 games to go, so there's still a lot of football to be played. So we don't want to, think about the playoffs yet, because it is a cliche that you have to say you focus on the next game, but you really have to. Because you can't get distracted from the main goal, and that's why the spirit is good, because everybody knows what to do, everybody knows what's at stake. So we just go out there tomorrow and try to perform our best. So the spirit's always been good. Obviously there's some down days when you lose or draw, but in football, when you win, life's great. If you lose, life's not so great. So, but that's just the game. It's the same for everyone, So we've always responded after a bad result with either good performance or the win. So really looking forward to tomorrow, especially after having a little bit more time to recover. If we would have played Saturday, sometimes the next game or the short week can be troubling. I think they played on Friday, so we have longer time to recover, which is good.
How much pressure will the win tomorrow for you put on Ross County? It starts to ask questions of them despite them still having a substantial.
Yeah, I mean they have that little cushion, and we're kind of we have to catch up to them really. But they don't play for the weekend, and it can be a psychological pressure in the sense of they can see the cushion melting, and we can see we've narrowed it down. So it can be a massive lift for us. But like I said, we just have to focus on the next game and our next performance and what we have to do to win. Because anything else is just kind of distraction and stuff like that. And if we do our job week in, week out, the cushion will melt. So that's just kind of the focus we have right now.
And how impressed have you been by County this season? The consistency of the team?
I don't think there's a better team than us in this league, because the way we play, they just got the results where sometimes we stumbled a little bit. So I expect everyone to be full of confidence and believe the way we play, and they have the little cushion and they're up there for a reason, and we're chasing them for a reason. So we'll put an end to that high tomorrow.